Hey guys, Andrea, welcome back to the channel. So, hey guys, got a question. So, we had the house Christmas party yesterday. It had to be rearranged. Unfortunately, one of my family members needed a bit of support. And, guys, my plan was always to just put in an appearance and head off. But I woke up, noise, sensory, just couldn't cope with the world. And so, I'd asked, could I escape early. And I'd explained to the support worker of the shift what was going on. She totally understood, totally get it. Now, guys, they have my mobile phone number in case of emergencies, basically. Now, I wouldn't consider me choosing not to go to an event an emergency. Someone knew where I was, someone knew my reasoning, and guys, I explained to the support workers that I gel with and that it was politically astute to say hi to, I said hi to them. And sometimes we have to miss events as a people with disability, with sensory issues, because I have noise sensitivity as well. And guys, that previous night I hadn't been sleeping well, hadn't been using my CPAP because I needed new parts for it. And so, guys, the question is this boundary violation because the person was upset that I chose not to go to the party? It turns out that the support worker that I clashed with chose not to come and let people know after the party had started. And the person, despite me having other commitments, thought I could just drop everything and come back to the party and enjoy it. Um, this person, I mentioned it to my mum without breaching her privacy. I'm using names, and that's why I never mention, even over on the Patreon, I never mention my housing organisation. Because let me tell you, I respect this support worker, I understand the frustration, but guys, this is where boundaries are so important. And guys, I do have the podcast dropping next Tuesday on boundaries and support. And guys, let's start the conversation because without the conversation of high functioning people around boundaries, guys, these things aren't going to change as well. And guys, there are some times around duty of care where your boundaries do need to be violated. So that's if you're at risk to yourself. So that's if you're going to harm yourself, if you're going to harm others, or a risk to yourself. So that's where they can monitor you. Medication, and of course, medication needs to have the appropriate documentation or help you to get into a more secure facility where you can get the help that you need. But there are other situations that, guys, I don't consider that an emergency because someone knew where I was. Guys, this is something that happens frequently in support that support workers don't even realize that they're violating your boundaries. And so having to set them can really frustrate a support worker at times. But on the flip side, boundaries and privacy can also be used as an excuse for poor and badly trained support workers to not do a good job. So, guys, some examples that I've seen in a previous agency is swapping shifts. I've been verbally abused. I've had support workers, instead of teaching me to cook the same meal and wonder why I was losing weight because I was getting bored of the food. I've seen support workers, and guys, let me be very clear, this is all my previous agencies. I've seen support workers not understand that I have heightened hearing and heightened sensory perception. I've had support workers tell me that I'm an evil person because I don't share their extreme liberal viewpoints. Um, I got verbally abused for supporting Dr. Jordan Peterson's right to free speech. That one still blows me away. But then on the flip side, I've had absolutely brilliant support workers where they've given me some small Christmas gifts, nothing over $10. Let me make that be very clear. Where they've helped me navigate some very tricky situations. Um, Someone helps me edit the YouTube and the blog now. And guys, that's a challenge for high functioning with people with disabilities. Support worker may forget that you need support as well. And guys, you're not going to gel with every support worker, especially if you're in a cell house that's run by an agency. But respect is mandatory. But guys, remember that a support worker also has the right to privacy. They will let you into your lives because you're letting them into your life, and respect is mandatory. So that's not asking invasive questions about their lives as well. But if they're constantly coming to work stressed or talking to you about other clients when they don't live in your house or your vicinity, guys, reminding them that that's a breach of privacy might be a really good idea. And guys, um, from the 20th, I will be taking a break. And guys, there's going to be a new format coming on the YouTube. So, guys, I'm not going to be talking so much about NDIS specific topics because that is a very crowded space. We're going to widen it to disability experience in Australia and show you how I work with a support worker instead of being down here isolating myself as well. So, guys, there still will be the sit down talk videos. And, guys, I've just sent an email to the head of the housing facility, hoping to be able to do the lives again. Look out for those in the new year, depending on what mission I get as well. Guys, if you celebrate, have a safe and happy Christmas. So I'll see you on the other side. I will have some pre-recorded content as well, but for the blog and the podcast, I will be taking a break as well. But there are some content that is lined up. But guys, drop in the comments what you guys would have done and how you would have responded to that support worker. Because, guys, I don't do well in loud, noisy, crowded environments anymore. I used to be able to cope with it, but unfortunately, I don't do well now. And so I find my essentials are, guys, I've got to say shout out to one of my housing workers. So this is a sensory toy. So here's a new member of my kit. So he is called Squish Pickles. So here's a sensory bunny. Apparently she got it from Kmart. And noise cancelling headphones and a broadband connection, basically, is my survival kit for surviving loud and noisy environments when people in my household are having a bad day as well. Or so, guys, now, guys, I've got a massive favor to ask you guys. So, guys, I've checked my analytics. 80% of you guys, returning viewers, aren't subscribed to the channel. So, guys, if even just 70% of you guys subscribe to the channel, I'd be monetized. So, guys, please, please, if you can subscribe, comment, share, especially, guys, if you're a support worker who follows the channel, support coordinator, person with a disability, how would you have handled the fact that the support worker is ringing because they're upset that you chose not to attend the party, but you have already talked to the support worker of the shift and let them know what was going on? Um, Guys, the question is that a boundary violation or is that just something that I'm holding on to too tightly and need to get over? Um, Guys, it's an interesting one to go down to, but again, in the comments, be respectful, treat people like you would in real life, and remember that everyone's going to have a different viewpoint on this one as well. Guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, and Be safe.